Hey Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. Here with your love reading for whenever you are led to this message. We're going to do two spreads. The first one is going to be for my very single Aquarius collective. If you're not thinking about talking to anyone, there might be some messages there for you. And then we'll go to our not so single Aquarius collective. So if you have somebody on your mind, casually dating, entangled with, that one might be for you. But let's jump right in and pull some oracle cards to see what energies are surrounding my single Aquarius collective right now. And one that flipped over, we have gratuity, being gracious, abundant mindset, high frequency, positivity, and attracting what you want. Let's grab another, see what else is happening for my single Aquariuses. And we have disseminating moon, take time to breathe out. And let's get one last card. And we have the sickle. All right, Aquarius. So it feels like right now, what's surrounding your relationship is a sense of taking time for yourself. That you might be in a place right now where you feel like there's a need to, or you're in the process of cutting off people, places, and situations that don't serve you. So it feels like right now you're kind of chopping down your list, right? In things that you're looking for when it comes to a relationship, the person that you deal with. So it's almost like you're taking a little bit of time now to get very clear on what it is that you're looking for. And you're trying to put that energy out into the universe to bring it to you. But right now feels like a very sort of quiet, calm, contemplative time. It's almost like you're sort of taking inventory, right, of your romantic life and thinking about the people that you've dated in the past, what worked, what didn't work, and really sort of refining your list and figuring out what it is that you want going forward. So let's jump into some tarot and first take a little peek at where you are in your relationship journey. And we have the Five of Fire or the Five of Wands. So this tends to be a pretty defensive card. Like your guard is up a little bit. You're being very discerning. You're being very thoughtful when it comes to who you spend your time and your energy on. So not necessarily a bad energy per se, but sometimes when we have our guard up a little bit, we might sort of overcompensate for, issues that we've experienced in the past, and we might inadvertently end up shutting someone out that might have been a good person to sort of have in our life. But that's where you are right now. A little bit cautious, a little bit guarded, trying to make sure that you do the right thing. So the biggest challenge that we have for you right now, we have the Messenger of Fire or the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. And so what's lacking right now, the biggest challenge in your romantic life is that there isn't really a romantic life to speak of, right? There's not that sort of person who's come in that's been exciting for you, that you really want to get to know. Things have just been really quiet for you right now. So as you're moving forward in your relationship journey, what's something that you might need to embrace? What's something that my Aquarius singles might need to accept? We have the 10 of Pentacles. So this to me feels like at some point you may have had some doubts about whether or not a relationship was for you, whether or not there are any out there that can sort of last, things like that. And so I feel like with this card, Spirit is saying, yeah, you can have that abundance, you can have that stability. It's one of those things where it's like, don't talk yourself out of something before you have the opportunity to see for yourself. And so I think this is Spirit reminding you that yes, you can have it all. As you're sitting here in this sort of thoughtful place, running through your list and things that you're looking for in terms of a relationship, I think Spirit is saying, yes, it's all possible. all of this abundance, all of this stability, it's here for you if you want it. And I think that that's what you've been doing, is sort of getting clear on what you want. I feel like sometimes as you're going through your list, Aquarius, that you might think, oh, this isn't possible. Maybe I'm asking for too much. You know, maybe I should settle for X instead of Y. And Spirit is like, no, that's not the case. You're not asking for too much at all. You can have all of it. Now, as far as what you need to release, we have the Two of Earth or the Two of Pentacles. This is a card of juggling, right? This is a card of sort of going back and forth. And I think that we saw that with the energy over here in what you need to embrace being the Ten of Pentacles, that sometimes maybe a little bit of doubt creeps in about whether or not you can truly have this person, this type of relationship that you're mapping out in your own mind. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know what, get unequivocal on this. This is your time to decide what it is that you want, cut away anything that's not serving you, and stand in that. That's your truth, stand in it. So don't doubt what it is that you're telling yourself that you want. So as far as your best path forward, we have the Nine of Earth. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who is abundant within themselves, right? This is somebody who typically is single. They're able to provide for themselves. They're super grounded. They have sort of everything that they need. And so I feel like Spirit is saying that your best approach forward is to keep making sure that you take care of yourself. If you are in that sort of place and vibration of being self-sufficient, of being confident, of being abundant, that's the energy that you're going to draw into yourself. Thinking about what you don't have or experiencing some sort of feeling of lack, especially when it comes to relationships, is going to bring the vultures out. Like, that type of energy is only going to draw in people who are looking to prey on other people that they feel are desperate or need some sort of hole filled in their life. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know what, keep doing you, keep being abundant, keep being confident, and don't settle for anything less than what you think that you deserve and what it is that you want, because it's available for you. It's available. So looking at your potential future outcomes, we have the Four of Water or the Four of Cups in reverse or upright, and we also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So I think that in the very immediate future, Aquarius singles, that there is going to be someone who comes towards you, but I think that you are going to take a look at this person, what they're offering, put it up against the list that you've created for yourself. And I don't think that you're going to accept this person's offer. And on the surface, that might seem like a bad thing. Like, well, why are you telling me about somebody I'm going to meet that I'm not even going to like, that I'm going to reject their offer? Well, because to me, guys, that says I'm honoring what I want for myself. And so in looking at this person, you're going to be like, nope, they're not giving me what I know that I want. And you're not going to spend any time on it. That's going to make sure that the path is open for the right one at the right time. But this is going to be a little bit of exercise in you using your discernment and making sure that you stay aligned with what you're looking for. So to close out, we have two oracle cards that fell out for additional messages from Spirit. The first one that we have is Let the Feminine Lead the Way. And we also have Cosmic Butterfly. So I think for my single Aquarius collective that these two cards speak to sort of transformation and you stepping into your full power, being confident, knowing what it is that you want, what it is that you deserve, what it is that you expect out of a relationship, out of someone else. This is you standing in your full and abundant power, being able to take care of yourself and staying in that energy of requiring that anyone that comes into your life be a value add. So this may be a little bit of a different energy than what it is you had before, but you're changing, you're growing, you're becoming more firm in what it is that you want in a relationship. And I think that that will be tested when this person comes towards you. And it's like, have you truly figured out what it is that you want, or are you still willing to settle? And I think that you're going to have learned that lesson, that you are going to stand firm in what it is that you want, and you are going to send this person on their merry way. So I'm going to leave it there for my singles. Let's jump over to the not so single Aquarius collective and see what's happening in their world. Hey, my not so single Aquarius collective. Let's jump into your reading now and pull some oracle cards. All right, that one just slid out real creepy like. Wow, okay. Gratuity, being gracious, abundant mindset, high frequency, positivity, attracting what you want. So it's interesting. The Aquarius singles just got that same card. So second card out, we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And let's grab, all right, I was going to say one last one, but two came out. So we have the fish and the grave. Okay, so Aquarius, what I'm feeling for you right now is that there's a situation that is either coming to an end or it's just recently ended. There's this sense of something being sort of laid to rest and movement on, right? With the fish, we have this creature that's in this big, vast ocean. We're not talking about the ones at the pet shop that be in the little bowls. We're talking about the fishies that are in the ocean. So this is like chock full of possibilities. This is the ability to move. This is freedom, right? And we also have prosperity lies ahead and attracting what you want. So overall, I think that there's a pretty good, there's a good energy that's coming out of this. It feels like an energy of release and moving forward to something even better, something more abundant. But let's dig into some tarot and see what is going on with you guys. So we're going to take a look first, the energy between you and your person. What is this? Oh, wow. Okay. There's quite a few that came out. We're not going to take all of those. It's like 6 cards that popped out. One card for Aquarius's current relationship. What's going on with that energy right now? Okay, and the one that finally popped out, we have the King of Earth or the King of Pentacles. So there's an element of stability here that's between you and the person that you're thinking about. Like, it feels as though there has been or will very shortly be a very tangible and substantial offer that's coming from one person or the other. I feel like this is your person that's extending this offer, but this is very stable, very solid. I'm not feeling no types of way about it. It's just kind of like very matter of fact, like it is what it is. Now, the energy that you're bringing to the table, we have the 9 of Fire or the 9 of Wands in traditional tarot. So, Aquarius, it seems as though you're a little bit weary, right? Like you're a little bit tired, you're a little bit battle worn. And I feel like this might be a reflection of whatever the situation is that you had to put to rest previously. So it's almost a sense that you are now sort of stepping out in your freedom. You have this whole world that's open to you when it comes to relationships. And I think you're trying to get back out there. You're exploring the possibility of what could be. But at the same time, it's like you're a little bit cautious. I think there's still a teeny piece of recovery that you're going through. Nothing super major or anything like that, but just every now and again a little nagging feeling of, oh my God, what if this goes south like the other one did? So all in all, you're hanging in there, right? When it comes to love and romance, you're kind of cautiously putting your toe in the water, if you will. So what about your person? What are they bringing to the table? Wow, they have the Hierophant. This is foundation. This is institution. It don't get no more stable than the Hierophant. When it comes to relationship spreads, I feel like the Hierophant is usually indicating marriage or some sort of a firm commitment. So your person, this is where they are. They want something stable. They want something foundational. They want something long-term with you. Now let's take a peek. What's the potential for this relationship? What's the potential for this connection with Aquarius and their person? We have the Page of Water. That's giving of affection. That's the beginnings of love, which is not a bad thing right now. And we also have the World in reverse. So I think that this is going to take a little bit of time to sort of come to fruition. There doesn't feel like there's some sort of burning, a sense of urgency around this. I just heard low and slow. So I think that it's going to take a little bit of time for this to come together, for this person to come in for you. But it feels like it will happen. And when the time is right, when this person comes in, they're going to be what you've been looking for. And they are going to be in a place where it's like, yeah, I'm ready to settle down. I'm not out here playing any games. I want the happily ever after, all of that good stuff. So a little bit of patience, but it's coming. So lessons learned. Any takeaways from this for you? We have the Three of Earth. So Three of Earth or Three of Pentacles, this is all about partnership. This is about teamwork. This is about working together. So I feel like the thought here is, again, a bit of a reminder from Spirit that says, you know what? Partnership is possible. It doesn't have to be something that's terrible or anything like that. There are people out there. There's plenty of fish in the sea, if you will. So I feel like Spirit is saying that it's not necessary to hold on to anything from the past, because there are billions and billions of people in the world. And there's always the ability to connect with someone new, as long as you stay open. So Spirit's saying keep that in mind. Now, looking at any last little bits of information that you might not know, but probably should. What do we have from my Aquarius collective? We have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. This is the Knight of Wands in reverse. And so again, ordinarily the Knight comes in with lots of passion, lots of fire, very, very quickly. I think that this is going to be a slow progression. So it might not feel like fireworks. It might feel like things are moving at a snail's pace. But Aquarius, I think that that's with intention. I think that that's to make sure that this person is fully ready, that you're fully healed, and that you can come together, to start building this foundation. So let's pull one last oracle card. Oh, wow. Okay. And see what final message Spirit has for you. And what we have is she is the moon. So I think right now, Aquarius, that there's a bit of an element of the unknown when it comes to you. I think because you're a little bit guarded, because you're a little bit quiet, this person might find you a little bit confusing, maybe a little bit closed off. So I feel like as you meet this person, as you get to know them, because I don't think that this is anybody that you've dealt with before. It feels like this is a new energy that's coming in for you. So when you meet this person, as you get to know them, try to at least give a little bit of yourself, right? It doesn't mean that you have to pour out your whole life story and all of your feelings and all of that. But I think that it's important to make sure that you don't close yourself off, that you don't come across as disinterested or anything like that, or somebody that's just going to be impossible to get to know. And that might happen because of this guardedness, of this sort of tiredness that you feel when it comes to relationships. So I feel like Spirit is saying, make sure that you don't close yourself off or give people the impression that you don't want to get to know anybody. I don't think that that's the case. So Aquarius, we're going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.